every day we're walking around. What are people doing? Referring things to each other, right? But at the end of the day, a new movie comes out. You tell your friend to go watch that movie. Well, that friend brings his friend, right? They watch the movie. They go back home, they tell 5 people. Each of those people tell 5 people. Next thing you know, in a couple of weeks, AMC gets like $100 million because of what you did. And you didn't get a cent. Not a cent. Here, we're taking products like multivitamins, energy drinks, iced tea, coffee, weight supplement, which is what everyone is doing. There's enough people in this world where all that wealth can be shared with all these businesses. And we're in a business that pays us for just sharing a simple drink. Hey, Dad, you're tired? Do you need something to pick you up? Here. Easy. Like Jesse said, NFL doesn't pay you, but we watch it every single year. They get so much money off of us, but we don't get a cent, all right? And, when I first heard that, I was like, wow, you're right. I do make these businesses get a lot of money, and I don't get paid for it. And I'm in school paying thousands of dollars. St. John's, oh my gosh, this school is so expensive. So expensive. Yet, I'm not even guaranteed a job at the end of my college career. I'm not even guaranteed. That shit sucks. I'm staying up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, doing all these projects for this stupid professor. And at the end of these 4 years, I'm not even guaranteed a job. But here, I'm meeting guys who are like my age, not in school, own company paid car, just doing something simple as this. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. And whatever you do in life, whatever it is, you have to be motivated at it. I'm not saying school doesn't work. I'm not saying that, all right? It matters how much you put into it, how much you're motivated. But excuse me, I'm not motivated for some plants. I don't give a fuck, all right? I'd rather be in a business where I can help people. You know what I'm saying? I want to create leaders, which in then helps the world, because that's the only thing that matters in this lifetime. That's the only thing that everyone shares, time. Without time, what would we have? Nothing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why am I waiting for 4 years? I might not be here in 4 years. The time is now. You have to do something now that can set you up for the rest of your life. And if you're not doing that, what are you really doing? What? What are we doing right now? What are we doing? Seriously, think about it. What am I going to do today that's going to set me up for the rest of my life? Who am I listening to? I'm listening to my parents who's telling me to go to school, right? But you look at the statistics, and the people graduating from college, they're working at Applebee's. Are you serious? I'm going to pay all this money, do all this schoolwork to work at a restaurant. Are you serious? The statistics are crazy. You're telling me to do something that has failed years and years and years and years over. You do the same thing that everyone else is doing, you're going to get the same result. So you got to do something different. Something that no one else is doing to get something different. Along the path, people are going to tell you, this shit don't work. What are you doing? Go to school. That's not going to work. Stop trying that. People will always try to push you down. Always. But listen, there's a reason why 3% owns all the money in this economy. There's a reason why. Because you got 97% of people thinking one way and 3% thinking another way. Come on. Think about it. Really think about it. When you guys go home today, think about, what am I doing right now? And is this going to change my life? Is this something that I can do now and be set for the rest of my life? Think about that, seriously. Because the way things are going right now, back at home, my mom, she is killing herself going to work every single day. And it's like she's the only one making the money in the house. Me and my brother, we come home, we're just living there. We can't do nothing. And I'm sitting back like, Alex, your mom's going to die if you do not do something about it now. And when I was introduced to this, I'm meeting kids my age doing something about it. Not just going to school, going through the motions, and being told what you're supposed to do. Because you got to think about, who are you getting advice from? People who don't have what you want. You're going to listen to people who have what you want. I love my mom. But honestly, I'm not trying to, 30 years from now, be in the same position, you know, working my ass off, have kids come in. I have no time to spend with my kids, no time to do what I want to do. Because what do we want to do in life? What we want to do, not what someone else is telling me what to do. I don't want to go to work and someone's telling me when I can use the bathroom. What are you talking about? When I'm supposed to wake up to go to work? When do I leave? No, I want to do it when I want to do it. You know, whatever you got to do, you're going to go into sports, you're going to do makeup, you're going to do anything in life, it's because you want to do it, and that's it. That's it. Right? Do you have a plan for yourself? Do you have a plan for yourself? Do you guys have a plan for yourself?
Not really.
It's because we're freaking being brainwashed right now, I swear.
I want to close in.
Go ahead, Jesse.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing this like men's colleges or not good?
Are we what?
Like, what is the point of this? Like, what's this for? Yeah, like, what's the point?
Okay, it's just it's something called YPR, Young Professional Revolution, is what we're a part of, and it's just a way to think differently, and it's a company and a product that in the last 2 years has helped over 100 kids reach a 6-figure income, helped thousands of kids get into free paid-for BMWs, and it's just a way that like you can work. And you can put some time into this, and then you're going to generate wealth, and then you don't have to clock in. There's no bosses, no hours. You're just with your friends, spreading networking products through the network, having a network of consumers. But it's like, I tell him, he tells him, he tells him, he tells you, tells you, tells you. And somewhere along the lines, it's like, my goal is just to help them get paid. And if I'm good enough, I can help them get paid more than me. You get in what you put out. It's like I work at Express, right? If I go to Express tomorrow and like I work my ass off and like go crazy and make a bunch of $1,000 sales, I'm gonna get paid $8.20 an hour. If I go there hungover, slacking on my phone, $8.20 an hour. It's the same thing either way. Where here, if I go hard and I do this right, I can generate tens if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. No boss, no hours, no nothing. And it's like school. Education is great. Education is the key. But I'll tell you right now, the people I've met in this company are a lot smarter than the people that are going to college. There are going to be 12 million graduates next year, compared to 4 million jobs next year created. So that's not going to work out. And even if I do get a job, it's probably going to be base salary, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. I'm going to be working like 40, 50 hours a week for 40 hours of my life to retire on 40% of my pay, which isn't even guaranteed anymore because Social Security is starting to run out. So it's like you need to do something different. You need to challenge the status quo, challenge the norm. What is everyone doing? Going to college. Go to college 4 years. The average college student ends up with $50,000 in debt. My cousin goes here. She came out, 100 grand in debt. It's not what you know, it's who you know. She's going to get a job, not in her major, because her dad's going to grow up with it. So you went to college for 4 years just to end up $100,000 in debt. Was it really worth it? No. And I tell you another thing that was scary people aren't realizing is there was stock market problems in 2001, right? 9/11. And that was because the internet bubble popped. The past recession was because the housing market bubble popped. It's a bubble that's created by people loaning out money to people that can't pay it back. You know what's the next bubble that's going to pop? The student loan bubble. It's scary. People aren't realizing it. We're headed for another recession. It's going to happen. The #1 debt in America is student loan debt. $1 trillion. More than credit card debt, more than everything else. It's going to burst. It's going to pop. And the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars that we're loaning to these kids that can't pay it back. You got kids paying $500 a month till they're like 70 years old with no jobs. Or here, this company is literally separate from the market. Because it doesn't have to do with investing with anything. No matter what happens in the recession, you'll still get paid in this type of market. The most entrepreneurs come during a recession. The most millionaires in America were created in the last 2 years. Because when you know what you're doing and you know how to make money, it doesn't matter what's happening. That's when you can inspire. That's when you're taught to work harder. And here, it doesn't matter if the stock market crashes, if the unemployment rate reaches 20%. I still have my network of consumers of a product. I did something now that's going to pay me 50 years from now. Michael Jackson made more money last year than he did his entire life, yet he was dead. Because he did something that's going to pay him for the rest of his life. It's called passive residual income. It's like you're not wealthy unless you can stop what you're doing right now and be fine in like 5 years. Like if our parents stop what they're doing right now and just quit their jobs, we're fucked. Yeah. We're done. lose the house in a few months. That's just the stupidest thing you can do. Trading your time, trading your hours for money, getting paid by the hour. You want to wake up to money. I remember we were in this business and, my best friend Joel made like $1,400 in a week. And like a week later, he woke up, so he made $200. He didn't even know how. There's 9 different ways to get paid in this company. Yep.
If you work in this company, why do you work in Express?
Oh, because we started recently. It's like I purchased product, right? And it's a great story. It's like this is part-time. This is my part-time income, right? You take it full-time when you reach a full-time income. So I can go to school, right, and be like, I can go to work and be like, hey guys, I just made $700 in my business, my full-time business.